I am making this video in response to a subscriber who asked me if I had ever felt like that people in my life had let me down or weren't there for me. And I will tell you that absolutely. But that doesn't define who I am today. But I will let you know that when I was 4.5, my father was killed in a car wreck. And a year later, my mother left me with a babysitter and never came back. And it was 20 some years later before I was even reconnected with my mother. Today, I realize she was doing the best she could at the time. She was a young lady who couldn't take care of herself, much less two little kids. So I had a upbringing that was a little bit abnormal, or maybe it's more normal today than I'd like to admit. But what happened is I did get into an eating disorder and addictions, and that's how I dealt with it part of my life. But that changed, and today I can say that you know, the last 38 years of my life has been devoted to helping other people with eating disorders, addictions, and just dealing with life. As I look at my video, I see, oh, there, that there's two people that were very instrumental in my life. The one in the red, she was actually my high school teacher, and she took me in when I had no place to stay and let me stay with her and her family for a time. But more than that, she actually showed me what a real family was all about, how they'd have dinners together. And I was part of that, where I saw them talking and discussing current events and sometimes not agreeing, but it was okay not to agree. We all were allowed just to be ourselves. And that was such a valuable experience for me. And then later on in life, the other lady, I actually met her 38 years ago when I got sober. And she was like a mother to me. And I had never had that kind of relationship with another woman. And then over the years, I've had other people who have come into my life and who have been there for me. And I've allowed them to see the real me. And during this time, I have done a lot of reading. Today we have all these YouTube. Oh my gosh, there are so many good YouTube broadcasters that are having just conversations with people that you can learn so much. And so that's how I've kind of had to grow and learn. I went back to school and got my master's in clinical psychology and became a therapist. And, because that was my passion and I wanted to have the credentials behind helping other people. But today I don't rely so much on all the things I've learned from books. I rely on a lot of things I've learned from other people and my own experience. And so now it's time for me to give back like so many others are doing the same. They're there. You just got to look for them and you'll find them.